Hi, everybody. Welcome. Who's here? Terry, hi. Cindy, hello. Hi. I got a bit of sun today. Good to see you guys. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Carolyn. Hello. Hi, Ro. Hi, Patty. Welcome, you guys. Nice to see you. So, what do you feel like tonight? I put restorative yoga nidra, but we can do more restorative and no yoga nidra, or maybe some meditation, or maybe a combination of all three. So let me know in the comments if you would like to include yoga nidra, or if you'd like to just mostly do restorative. These Sunday night sessions, my goal is to focus on just that really deep integration, letting go, relaxation, basically recovery in every sense of the word. Hi, Melinda. Good to see you. Good. Okay. Oh, there's Therese. Welcome. Good to see you. Hi, everybody. Go ahead and say hi, and let me know in the comments if you're really if your preference is to have yoga nidra included tonight or not included. It's totally whoever is the most vocal gets their needs met. I'm really happy to have you guys here in my living room on Sunday night. It's a beautiful Sunday evening here in Tofino. And yeah, sounds like everybody's settling in. Let's get started with what props we're going to need today. So, hi, yeah, people are going to still keep coming in. Can you see behind me? I have 2 pillows from the couch, 1 blanket. I have another blanket over here, a bolster if you have it, 2 blocks if you have them. Also, if you don't have blocks, you're going to need something like a stack of books for the restorative that we do tonight, because we're going to put them under the shoulders to give a lift in the heart. And so you want a stack of books or a block or some kind of support. Even a couple of folded towels will work to give you a little bit of height. So at least the length of your hand from the wrist to the fingertips of height, and you want that under both sides of the shoulders. So you can see how the blocks are about that, a little bit more. I like to do them on this side, and they're going to go under the shoulders, sort of like so, for one of our restorative poses. 2 blankets, 2 pillows, bolster if you have it. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and get settled here and get started in just a moment. Hi, Sue. Welcome. Yoga Nidra at the end. Therese Lafour says yes. And I have a mudra for you also at the end. Sue, good to see you. Hi. Yep. Yeah. Cindy says restorative with Yoga Nidra would be nice. Yeah, that's the plan. Open to the group. Seems like we're all in agreement that that's what we want. Hi, Penny. Good. All right. Fantastic. Let's get started, everybody. Thanks for coming. Welcome. All right. So our class this evening is about opening the heart as an answer to fear. And what I want to say about that is that sometimes when we're feeling fear and feelings of fear come up, and I just want to say that that's so natural and normal. It's a human emotion, just like all the other ones that we get to enjoy. I say that a little facetiously. But fear does come up. It's not that we're trying to have fear never ever come up. But the thing of it is when we live in that fear and it overtakes us, we live in this state of sort of hyper arousal where we're always on alert, right? Our senses are alert, our muscles are tense, we're on alert for danger, basically, when we have fear going on in our bodies. And it doesn't matter if it's fear about world events or the future, whatever the case may be, the trigger is the same. And sometimes when we feel fearful, we want to close off our heart and protect it. So this practice today is going to be a gentle opening of the heart. We'll do a mudra, hand gesture, for inviting our hearts to be more open and compassionate. And our practice will reflect that as well as our yoga nidra. So where's my lesson plan? I'd like to invite you here to come to a laying position. And we're going to support under the knees. Come to laying on our back. And I want you to keep your blocks or your books or whatever you're using, folded towels, close by, because we're going to use those for supporting underneath the elbows when we lay on our back. So this first one is not so much a heart opening, it's just a way to get centered and connect to our hearts. So I'll invite you to come to laying down on your back. You can watch how I set this up. I'm going to put one pillow under each knee, under the back of each knee, heels on the ground. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay back on the floor and support my arms. This is optional, but I find it's a lot more juicy when you do support your elbows with blocks or books, because I want to invite you to rest your hands on your heart or on your chest someplace. And so go ahead and find a comfy position laying on your back where you can support under the arms or the elbows in a way that feels comfortable for your shoulders and your arms. And rest your hands on the chest or the center of the heart, someplace in that general area. And then feel free to close your eyes. And I want you to be able to feel relaxed as you set this up. We've got some very soft music playing in the background. It sometimes has ocean waves and crackling fire. Two sounds that as human beings we instinctively, intuitively resonate with. As they're very primal sounds that our ancestors have heard for generations and generations and generations. As you settle in here, go ahead and give yourself a nice deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth and let out a long sigh. Just allow your heart to melt here. Allow your heart to soften under your hands. And take as many deep breaths as you like. Take as many deep breaths as you need. Take a moment to let go of your day, the events of your day. And allow yourself to become present here in this moment. Just tuned into your breath and the feeling in your heart, maybe your heartbeat. Just check in and see if you can feel the beat of your heart under your hands. Just softly pulsing, beating in your chest. This beautiful heart. It's a great time to invite a little tiny smile at the corners of your mouth. If you'd like to invite in an intention of soothing your heart, calming your heart, or opening your heart here, feel free. Begin to become aware of your breath as it rises and falls in your chest or rises and falls in your belly. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Allow your jaw to go slack. In this moment, allow yourself to return to the peace in your heart. Take another deep breath in and a nice long exhale to let go and relax. Follow your breath like the waves of the ocean. Allow your body to release into the floor or the bed. If you'd like to take this time to reinforce your sankalpa, your intention for your yoga nidra later, if you have already formed a sankalpa you're working with, or if you're creating one anew for the first time, if you have one, stay with the same intention, the same resolve until it comes to fruition, or until it ceases to be relevant for you at some point. If you're creating one anew, make sure it's in the present tense, the positive form. And you're welcome to borrow one from me that I love, which is I'm happy, healthy, and healed. Or I have everything I need to be healthy, happy, and free. Formulate your intention, your sankalpa in your mind and repeat it 3 times to yourself here with feeling and intent. With an open heart. And a smile. Just a little one. Almost a sneaky one. Another deep breath. Inhale and let out a big sigh. Just take a moment here to acknowledge that you will follow what feels good for you tonight and do what feels good for you. So if that means some position doesn't serve you, you can't find comfort, and you need to adjust, please do so. Listen inward to what your heart needs today. With no sense of rush or hurry, I'll invite you to begin to slowly wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, maybe circle your ankles, your wrists. Feel free to take a little stretch here if you want to Do what feels good. Maybe that means straightening your legs. Maybe it means bringing your knees into the chest and rocking a little side to side. And then when you're ready, you just let yourself roll over onto one side. And we'll slowly walk our way up with helping hands. And we'll set up for our first official restorative pose. If you don't count that first one. All right, so this is a restorative Salabasan, which is the flying bird variation, locust variation. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your blocks. I'm going to just do it on the low setting, and you're going to put them under your shoulders, under the heads of your arm bones. And I want you really to watch how this goes, because it's a little bit tricky and I'm not there to give you little tweaks. So one of the things when you put those books or blocks under your shoulders, you're going to lay down on your belly with your legs straight out behind. One of the things that's going to be helpful is that the blocks or books are at an angle, and they're definitely supporting under the front of the shoulder. So some of the common mistakes are people put them square. They're better if they're at an angle, because your arms come out of your body at an angle, right? If the block is square this way, then you're going to run into an edge on the block or the book with your arm, and we want to take away any sharp edges as much as possible. So you're going to be laying face down. If you put your blocks down on the floor sort of at an angle like this, you can adjust them as you need to. Then you're also going to need support under your forehead. This could be a foam chip block or a blanket fold. And you can adjust your blanket fold to how high you need it according to your neck. And that blanket fold is just going to go right under your forehead. So your nose is below it so that you can breathe. It's going to create a little space for your nose to breathe. So that can be adjusted as well. We're just putting the props approximately where we want them, and then we can adjust them as we need to. Under your ankles, when you stretch your legs out, you're going to put either 2 pillows under your ankles, one under each ankle, or a bolster under your ankles. And by ankles, I mean it's going to be following the natural curve of the top of your foot, right? So the top of your ankle is going to end up, it's going to end up sort of resting on the pillow that way. So your toes are hanging off the edge. This size of pillow is actually going to support under my whole shin and the front of my top of my ankle, or the top of my foot here. And then the third or fourth or fifth element is going to be a roll of blanket under your hip crease. So right where your legs attach to your torso, when you bend your hips, it's that line at the top of your thigh right before it meets your belly. So that's where that roll is going to go. Now, positioning these props in this way is going to be up to you to find the sweet spot and to get them in the right position. So you're the boss. If something doesn't feel good, definitely adjust. You might start at the bottom by getting the feet even and having the toes hang off the edge. Then adjust this one that's right under your hip crease, right? So it's right in the middle. You don't want it down on the thigh, and you don't want it under your belly. You want it just on that sort of indentation that's at the top of the leg, filling up that space. So we're essentially filling up the spaces underneath the joints. Same here with the blocks. So right on the front of the shoulder, and then the arms are most comfortable usually right down beside the body with the palms facing up. Sometimes people will try to put their arms up like this, which is going to cause a little bit of a pressure point on the block or the book on your arm, and it will cut off circulation. So I recommend bringing arms down beside the body, making sure those blocks or books are supporting under the shoulder and the upper arm, and then your forehead resting on your blanket or your foam chip. Oh la la. When you get there, you're looking for that nice feeling of release, that big sigh of that feels so good. And if it does not, make adjustments until it does. Whatever needs to be adjusted, adjust it. If it doesn't feel comfortable, wiggle around, change things until it does, even if it means coming out of the pose. Once you're there, you can close your eyes and begin a series of long, deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And allowing the layers of tension to be released. Each out breath, each exhale, letting go. Letting the weight of your body release into the supports, into the floor. Letting your belly hang down and relax and soften. Begin to allow your breath to deepen in a natural way. Love that. We're learning to let go here. Allow your heart to melt. As you exhale, melt the heart even more. Soften the shoulders. Loosen the arms, the hands, the fingers and the thumbs. Breathe deep into your belly. Feel the rise and fall of your back as you breathe. Find your small smile. And follow your breath as you soften. Keep returning to your breath and the melting of your heart. Where there's tension, breathe there with compassion and love for yourself. Now take a moment to check in with yourself. See how you feel here. If there's a craving to stay longer, if it's nurturing you in some way, stay longer. This is an excellent pose for releasing tension in the shoulders and helping to open the heart as we relax into the pose. You could stay in this pose 5, 10, 15 minutes as long as it's comfortable. If you're ready to emerge and move on, start by deepening your breath. Taking a nice inhale and exhale. Yum, yum, yum. And when you're ready, slowly, gently, mindfully, move your arms to support you and just gently guide your way up very slowly, maybe onto the elbows. Move your blocks or your books and then maybe gently pressing the hips up. Sometimes it feels nice to just do a breath or two in child's pose here. Totally optional, of course. Good. And we're going to go ahead and make our way into another heart opening pose on our backs. So for this guy, you can take the roll of blanket that you used under your hips and we're going to put it under our heart crosswise. And just remember that this roll can be adjusted, right? You could use a bolster if it's comfortable for you, but for a lot of bodies, that's too high, right? So 1 or 2 folded rolled blankets, depending on the size of the blanket. And you're like Princess and the Pea, you're looking for comfort. Same thing with these pillows under the knees. I like to fold mine over, but whatever shape your pillows are, you can take some support under the knees. When you lay down on that roll, you may also want to have an optional blanket under your head. When you lay down on the roll underneath the back of your heart, you're looking for right around the bra line for us ladies, and not the small of the back, nor do you want the upper back right in the back of the part. So you want it just below, right below the shoulder blades, just above the waist. So there's that secret spot there. There's a secret, special, sweet spot there that gives that nice lift in the chest, nice opening in the chest. And then I like to have a little pillow, something that feels comfortable under the head. You get to decide and adjust what the height is that feels comfortable. Just think about your neck and head being in line with the rest of your spine. You can stretch your arms out to the sides. And again, it's very much dependent on you and your comfort. So honestly, you could make up any restorative pose that feels good. These are just suggestions. And someone invented these. Iyengar was the first to use props and make restorative yoga part of the yoga world. But that does not mean that they're hard, fast rules by any sense of the word. So find what feels good for you. If the blanket under the back is just too high, unroll it or substitute a rolled towel instead, smaller blanket. And just check and make sure that it's not way up on your shoulder blades, but it's down around the bra line area. And once you feel comfy there, start to explore with your breath. If you take a deep inhale breath here and you can't breathe fully in comfortably, that's often a sign that your roll is too high under your back. So if you go to inhale and your breath gets stuck, you can't fully inhale, take that back roll down a little bit. And you'll feel a little bit of a challenge probably on your inhale breath. That's okay as long as you can fully breathe. And here we have that expansion of the chest and heart area here. Go ahead and explore the pose by breathing nice deep breaths into the chest, heart, and lungs. Feel free to close your eyes. You might do a series of inhales through the nose and exhales through the mouth. Focusing on expanding the heart on the inhale. Softening the heart on the exhale. Anahat chakra, the energy center of love, compassion, kindness, unstruck heart. Soften your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Let the arms hang heavy. Relax the lines in your forehead. Soften your lips. Allow your teeth to part. Your tongue to loll. Relax all thinking as your brain rests on your breath. If your mind is active, count your breath. Inhaling 1, exhaling 1, inhaling 2, exhaling 2. Maybe you can even feel your heartbeat here. You could count the beats of your heart. gently, gently check in. How do you feel here? Are you ready to move or not ready to move? The world is your oyster. If you feel to move, go ahead, wiggle your fingers, your toes. Begin to deepen your breath. If you're feeling unready, continue to rest here as long as you like. We're just going to come into Shavasana anyway, so you might just keep your bolsters or your pillows under your knees. If you want to come out of the roll under the back, very gently, carefully ease yourself over onto your side. Use helping hands, of course, to support you. You're going to pull the blanket out just gently. You could use that blanket on top of you if you want to crawl into your bed for Yoga Nidra. Please feel free. So the Yoga Nidra part, guided relaxation, looking to make a nest, looking to be ultimately comfortable. So doing whatever you need to do to be cozy, warm, cared for, all that good stuff. And interestingly enough, when you do set up for Yoga Nidra, you want to be laying in Shavasana with the arms and legs stretched out, palms facing up towards the ceiling, feet falling open. You might have the legs a little further apart, and making sure the heels are on the floor or the bed. And the head and neck are straight. And that being said, if that's not comfortable or you need to adjust or choose a different position, choose comfort over everything. Comfort comes first. And try to find your position that's sustainable for the next 20 minutes or so you don't have to move and your relaxation can go as deep as possible. Know that this is your time to rest, to nurture your heart and come back to your natural state of balance. This is your birthright. It's who you are, what your true nature is. Relaxed, peaceful, easeful, full of sweetness, with a loving heart, a kind heart. So make any last minute adjustments to your nest, and then when you're ready, come into stillness. That sankalpa or resolve that we've created for ourselves, whether it's a long-term one that we're working with or a new one that we've just created. Bring that into your mind and your heart now. And repeat it 3 times silently to yourself with feeling and intent. This is your destiny. And then when you're done, go ahead and relax deeply into the floor or the bed. Relax your whole body. Breathe out all your tensions and weariness, world weariness. Feel that your body is becoming very heavy. And begin to become aware of the parts of the body as I say each of them. Just follow my voice and feel each part of your body. We're starting with the right hand thumb, the forefinger, the middle finger, the ring finger, the pinky finger, the palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, right armpit, right ribs, right waist, right hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, ankle, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, right heel, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Then bring your attention to your left hand, sensing the left hand thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, the palm of your left hand, back of your left hand, left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder, armpit, ribs, waist, left hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, ankle, top of the left foot, sole of the left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Then sensing both of your 2 feet at the same time. Feel both legs. Then feel your stomach, your chest, your back, both arms. Sense your neck, your head, your scalp, forehead, eyes, right ear, left ear, nose, right cheek, left cheek, mouth, lips, tongue, teeth, chin, jaw. Feel your entire face, your whole head. Feel your whole back body. Feel your whole front body. And feel your whole body as one, integrated and whole. Feel your whole body from head to toe, toe to head. Feel the contact between your body and the floor. Become aware of the back of your head where it touches the floor or the bed. Become aware of the back of your shoulders where they touch the floor or the bed. And the back of your arms. The back of your hips. on the backs of your calves, your heels. Now feel that you are breathing in a lovely, transparent bubble. Every time you breathe in, the bubble expands. Every time you breathe out, the bubble contracts. Now count the number of breaths backwards from 10 to 0. Be careful to keep count or not miss a breath. Hmm. And then leave the counting, but continue to breathe. Relax your body and become aware of your heart right in the center of your chest. With your mouth closed, imagine that you are breathing in and out through your heart. Breathe deeply and become completely aware of each incoming and outgoing breath, imagining that you're breathing in and out through your heart. But it's your heart that's doing the breathing for you. Imagine the air that you're breathing is a golden color, sort of like a mist. And you're taking this golden mist into your body through the heart and spreading it around inside. Fill your whole body with the golden mist. Feel that every time that you breathe in, you're cleaning out your whole body with this golden mist, and it's giving you many good qualities, many good benefits. And as your heart and your body fill with this golden mist inside, it gives you all forms of goodness: love, honesty, cooperation, understanding, peace, happiness. As you breathe out, all the things you don't need pass out from your body. Unhappiness, anger, meanness, jealousy, cruelness, fear. All of these things are carried away as you exhale and cleansed from your heart and from your body. Become aware of your heartbeat. Listen to the steady sound of your heart. Feel it in your chest. Imagine that in your heart, the golden mist has formed a very small golden egg in your heart center. imagine and visualize the golden egg as it breaks open. And there in your heart, sitting on a beautiful flower, is a little tiny being the size of your thumb. And this little being is surrounded by a cloud of bright light. It is sitting very still and silently and looking at you and sending you love and happiness. You allow yourself to be filled by its love. This little beautiful being is sending you so much love. And the more it gives, the brighter its light becomes around it. It's giving you so much love that you cannot keep it all in. You must send it out to all other people. You must share it. There's so much of it. It's overflowing. Think of your parents. And if you have brothers and sisters, you can send this love out to them. Whether they're in this world or beyond it. You can send it out to your friends and neighbors. You can think of all the sick, unhappy, or lonely people in the world, the people who are angry and afraid, and send them this love. Even think of all the people you don't like. Send out the love to them. The more love you send out, the more the little being in your heart fills you with love. And in this love, all fear is dissipated, dissolved. Filled with love, there is no room for fear. Now bring to mind your resolve or your sankalpa that you set for the beginning of this practice. And repeat this sentence to yourself as if it's already occurring. It's a current reality. 3 times silently. Go ahead now. Now still with your eyes closed, become aware of the room around you in which you are laying. Become aware of the walls and the ceiling without opening eyes, just with eyes closed. Become aware of the space you occupy. And begin to fill this room and the space that your body is occupying with this love that's within you. Fill the room with that golden mist and the love from the tiny being in your heart. Now bring your attention gently back to your body, which is laying on the floor or the bed. Become familiar with the surroundings and the sounds coming from around you. Begin to become aware of the external world. You can continue to rest here as long as you wish. The process of Yoga Nidra is complete. At this time, you can continue to percolate here for a moment. I'll offer a short meditation to close. So if you'd like to come sitting for meditation, start to slowly wiggle your fingers, your toes, and deepen your breath. I'm going to offer a mudra. If you'd like to come seated, you can, or you can do this anytime later. Take a stretch and gently roll over to the side. No rush, take your time. Just peacefully, slowly, gently. Sometimes you roll to your side and that's the place that you want to stay for a little while. So please feel free to stay, resting your head on your arm to make a pillow. If you're coming back to seated, use helping hands on the floor to gently walk yourself back up. Find a comfortable seat that serves you. Sitting tall in a bolster or blanket or in a chair or leaning against the wall, whatever you need here. Just do you. And if you're choosing to continue resting laying down, you can continue to meditate on that golden mist in your heart and the little being that's emanating golden light and love from your heart center. And just continue to bask in that. If you're coming back to seated, there's a beautiful mudra for opening the heart, for increasing our compassion. It's called Kapota mudra. Kapota is dove. It's a dove. And how we make this mudra is we take the hands together at the heart in Namaskar. And then what you do is keep the fingers and the thumbs together and make a little space inside your hands. The thumbs are together, the fingers are together, the edges of the hands are together, but you create a little space. You open up a little space as if you're holding a small bird in your hands. Yeah? And then holding that at the heart center, it's like Namaskar, except for the hands aren't pressed together flat. They're making a little steeple, sort of the top of a church. And just holding that in front of the center of your heart. You can close your eyes. And you can even imagine that you're holding very gently a dove, a symbol of peace. If at any time that doesn't feel comfortable, just allow your hands to release and relax. And just take a moment with that gesture, take a few breaths, and just notice how it feels. Notice how it feels in your heart. Find your tiny smile. Kapota mudra activates the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, facilitates the opening of the heart, expands and lifts the chest. It's helpful for respiratory, circulatory, endocrine, and immune systems. Especially helpful for depression memory loss, eyes, ears, and throat issues. You're welcome to stay here in meditation as long as you wish. We'll close with one Om. You're welcome to chant or listen. And sending out that love with our intention. We'll take a deep cleansing breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for one Om. May all beings be peaceful, happy, and free, and loved. May all beings be free of fear and hate. Namaste. May the light in all of you shine bright on those around you. Have a beautiful evening.